Hello there guys and welcome back to Blues Fans TV for my live review of Brighton 1, Chelsea 3. And I'm telling you guys, I'm happy. I'm bloody happy. Yes, the performance wasn't incredible. Yeah, we all know that it wasn't. And pardon me if it is a bit laggy, and I think the intro might have been a bit laggy as well. Things weren't going all to plan, but you know, can't be waiting for like 3 hours to actually go live here. So that's it. I know it wasn't the greatest performance, but we got the W. And at the end of the day, that is by far what matters most. We got the W. We saw Timo Werner make his debut, a brilliant debut. We saw Havertz make his debut. Not incredible, but still it was great to finally see these guys on the pitch. And then that screamer by Reece James. Bloody hell, what a goal that was. What a goal that was. Bloody brilliant. Genuinely bloody brilliant. And guys, if you're new to Blues Fans TV, make sure you subscribe. Still the old logo on there. We need to get a new graphic with that. But make sure you subscribe. We're still on the long road to 200,000 subscribers. So make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. Drop a like on this live stream if you're here right now. And drop a like if you're happy that Chelsea got the win, which is bloody brilliant, of course. Let's get into talking about the game. Let's get into talking about the lineup, which did hold quite a few surprises, actually. As you can see on screen here now, that is pretty much the lineup we started with. Give me a second, I will talk through it a little bit more. Of course, the back five, you know, was near on as you could expect. I thought Rudiger would start simply because I thought maybe Lampard would think he'd be sharper than Zouma, but it was Zouma and Christensen at centre-back with Kepa and goal, Reece James and Marcus Alonso as the two fullbacks, then a 4-2-3-1 formation, more so with Jorginho next to N'Golo Kante as the two holding midfielders, and then a three-man line behind the striker without a single winger. Hudson-Odoi was on the bench. Pulisic didn't even make the bench for some reason, and Ziyech, of course, is still injured. So then we had Mount on the left, Havertz on the right, and Ruben Loftus-Cheek as a kind of number 10, kind of second striker, kind of false 9 behind Timo Werner. The thinking behind that is Timo Werner is short. So when we play long balls, Timo Werner came kind of short, and the balls were played long to Ruben Loftus-Cheek as kind of a target man. He didn't act like a target man, actually. Why on earth is it so laggy now? I hope it's not quite as laggy for you as it seems to be for me. That'd be good. So Ruben Loftus-Cheek didn't actually act like a target man, but when the balls were played long, that was the aim. That was what was tried. And you know, it worked in parts. In other parts, it didn't work. I guess you could say it didn't work. You could say. Let me get just the app up here quickly, because why the hell not? To start off with, to be honest, it was a very quiet game. You know, Brighton had more of the ball than we did. We kind of struggled to get any sort of real control. We had good moments from Timo Werner. We had, you know, some decent efforts, but really nothing much happened until just after the 20th minute when Brighton made a mistake. Jorginho with great positioning, intercepting a pass from theirs, not far from their own box, to be honest, and then instantly playing the through ball to Timo Werner with his lightning pace, getting onto the end of that ball, playing, you know, basically rounding the keeper Matty Ryan, Ryan getting a touch on Werner. Werner goes down. The penalty is given correctly, of course. And Jorginho steps up, and Jorginho don't miss those. Jorginho does not miss those. He steps up, does his little jump. I love his little jump, and he scores, makes it 1-0. Bloody brilliant. For the rest of the first half, not that much was happening, in all honesty. Kepa made one great save, fair play. But other than that, it wasn't really much happening. Yeah, you know, Brighton had their moments. Lamptey had a good first half. Generally a decent game, to be honest. Very good game. I'm being harsh here if I say decent. He had a very good game. You know, that was decent, but Brighton did have the chance, a couple of crosses, but decent defending for the most part. Who didn't have decent playing today was Ruben Loftus-Cheek in that first half, especially. It just wasn't happening for him. He tried to be slick and smooth, and whenever he tried some skill, it always backfired on him. He lost the ball pretty much all the time. Once we almost, you know, got counter-attacked and conceded from that, if it wasn't for good defending by, I think, Christensen in the end. And then one time we were through pretty much on goal. Great build-up play or great counter-attack. Ruben kind of just had to play through Timo Werner, but messes up the pass completely, and it all backfires. Australian dollars, Pablo, thank you for that. Really do appreciate the super chat. Pablo said, I love Christensen's passing today. I think the squad was just lacking a little chemistry up front, but that will 100% improve through the season. Love from Australia up the Blues. Thank you a lot, you know, for the 20 Australian dollar donation. And I completely agree. I will get to Christensen later, but I completely agree. He was good, and that's exactly what was missing up front. But yeah, Ruben just messed up that pass to Timo. Otherwise, it probably would have been through for 2-0, and he probably would have gotten his debut goal for Chelsea, which would have been great. But it wasn't to be. It wasn't to be. We go into the second half, and we don't actually make substitutions. And especially after 50 minutes, I was like, we need to make a sub. We need to take Ruben off. We need to do a little something here. I was thinking, bring Hudson-Odoi on, push Lamptey back a little bit on the left side because he was just getting too much space to attack because we had no real wingers on the pitch. And Alonso is so slow. He was struggling so badly against Tariq Lamptey. And I thought, bring Hudson-Odoi on. But it wasn't to be. And what happened instead? Leandro Trossard scored. Alonso being way too far off Lamptey, then Mason Mount not, you know, pressing Trossard at all, just outside the box. Then Trossard shoots from distance outside the box with his left foot. And Kepa with another howler. Kepa, mate. Kepa, what are you doing? Like, I like the guy, but what are you doing, son? Come on. You've got to be better than that. Like, I know it was a tricky shot because it bounced right at him. But the ball basically went under his arms. Like, he had it. He wasn't too short. He wasn't too small or too slow. He got there. But he just had his hand over the ball. It's just poor judgment of the ball. Yes, it's a tricky one. You know, people will tell you it's an easy one. It's an easy F. No, it isn't, because the ball bounces right there. But still, he has to save it. He's the most expensive goalkeeper in the world, and I know that's not his fault, but he still is. And even if he only costs £2 million, if he's the starting goalkeeper for Chelsea Football Club, he has to save that. He has to save that. There's no questions about it. He just has to save it. I'm sorry, Kepa. I'm sorry. Like, I can't help you. You just have to save it. You just have to. And that's the 1-1, and I'm fuming. I'm fuming. But it only took 2 minutes until Reece bloody James to put on his shooting boots and just hit one from like what, 25 if not 30, and just blasted it into the top corner. An absolute thunderbolt. What a goal that was, Reece James. Take an absolute bow, son. Take an absolute bow. It wasn't great in the first half. I thought both of our fullbacks were lacking and, you know, not doing enough to give us control over the game, hence why we had less possession in the first half. But that goal was ridiculous. That goal was genuinely ridiculous. At that point, Jorginho with a goal and an assist. Bloody hell. And, you know, it was decent. You know, it was decent. Then we made substitutions in the 61st minute as Ross Barkley came on for Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Ross, as much as he had one moment after where everyone started to hate him, he did help us in the game. He did bring a little bit of energy that Ruben just wasn't showing today. In moments, Ruben had it, but Ruben is so caught up with himself, it seems, trying things that he used to be able to do, and they're not working for him, and then he doesn't try other things, and then it's even worse, and it's kind of a downhill spiral from there. So Barkley comes on, actually helps us. We then make it 3-1 in the 66th minute from a corner, which Reece James whips into the box. Actually an awful corner, way too far from the goal. Zouma has to run backwards, kind of takes it on the volley while falling over backwards. Half gets it on target, but it is heavily deflected. The goalkeeper is already on the ground on the way into the other corner, and the ball just bounces into the goal, and it's 3-1. We'll bloody take those. One of the worst goals I've seen in a long time. But we'll bloody take those. We'll bloody take those. First of all, guys, thank you for 680 if you're watching. Really, really do appreciate every single one of you that is here. Please make sure you subscribe to Blues Fans TV if you haven't already. And everyone, make sure you drop a like. Everyone that's here, just go down below. It doesn't cost you any money. It barely costs you any time. Just go down below. I'll give you a second. Smash that like button. And then we'll continue talking through the rest of the game. Thank you. I hope all of you dropped the like. Now that'd be bloody brilliant. Then, you know, for the kind of not much happened other than the Barkley moment where we were kind of through, broke again. Timo Werner with his lightning pace, kind of through on the half-right space. Barkley on the ball. Werner's starting the run, holding it to stay onside. Starting the run, holding it to stay onside. And Barkley still hasn't bloody passed the ball. And by the time Barkley did finally pass the ball, Werner was stood again and not starting to run again, so he couldn't easily outpace the defender. He has to hold the ball until it's finally with him to properly shoot, and the defender gets a block in. Honestly, Werner looked at Barkley as like, mate, if I ever have to play with you again, I'm handing in a transfer request straight away. Do you know what I mean? Like, he must be so infuriated, and Werner was infuriated a lot. Werner looked like Hazard today, playing with all these Alonsos and Barkleys and just looking absolutely fuming. Hopefully these guys come back soon. Oh, by the way, I forgot. At 2-1, Brighton missed an absolute sitter through Lewis Dunk across. That the one moment where Zouma and Christensen didn't look good, Lewis Dunk completely unmarked at the far post. Not sure, maybe Reece James should have been on him considering how far it was at the far post. Maybe that's the right back's man, kind of. But Lewis Dunk completely unmarked, just at the edge of the 6-yard box, puts a header wide. Should have done much better there. We were let off with that one. We were massively let off with that one. Pardon me. Pardon me. And guys, I will, of course... Havertz should be benched for Ross. Are you mental? Of course, I will get to what you guys have put into the chat later on. Let me just talk through the game from my perspective. But yeah, you know, we were kind of just starting to dominate the game a bit more, taking a bit more control of it, over it without having huge chances. But, you know, I was happy with that. Timo Werner, by the way, in the first half had a decent other moment as well, where he kind of just played himself through and then tried to go for a cheeky near post finish. Forgot about that one just before half-time, that was. And then eventually we made some more substitutions. Hudson-Odoi came on to replace Kai Havertz in the 80th minute. And then with 5 minutes to go, Jorginho was replaced by Azpilicueta. Unsure whether Jorginho was just really tired and went down and then was subbed off, or whether he picked up the injury. But Azpilicueta came on, moving Reece James in the midfield and Azpilicueta to right back. And that was then really it for the game. You know, it was a decent performance. You know, a lot of the problems were exactly what I expected. The second half was better than the first half, but a lot of the problems were exactly what I expected. You know, no preseason, pretty much 1.5 weeks, if at all, of preseason. We had a lot of players in the first week that were in isolation and couldn't even train. And we had the international break. Before that, we had the FA Cup final and the Champions League, meaning we started preseason much later than most teams. So it was difficult. And then we have so many new players in Werner, Havertz. Havertz has only been here for a week. So it's difficult. It was difficult for these guys. But at the end of the day, we got the 3 points. And if we want to, you know, calmly and comfortably finish within the top 4, you need to get these dubs and you need to get these 3 points, and that's exactly what we did. That's exactly what we did, unlike someone like Tottenham who lost to Everton. So it's good, you know, it's a good result. It's a good result. Defensively, I thought we're better. We're much better defending set pieces today. I was happy with that. We're significantly better at defending set pieces. Slightly different system as well, kind of 4 zonal marking guys around the 6-yard box. Including Kai Havertz, a few taller players in there today, Havertz, Ruben, Alonso, and obviously the centre-backs, and that helped a little bit as well. But yeah, you know, overall I can't be too displeased. Kepa, a shocker, a good save in the first half, but a shocker on that goal. We can't sign Edouard Mendy soon enough, to be honest. We can't sign him soon enough because it can't keep happening like that. If Kepa finds his confidence and his form, fine, he's a decent keeper, he's a good keeper. But when he keeps making errors like that, it's just unacceptable. It's just genuinely unacceptable. The 2 centre-backs, I was happy with those. The only time when they were poor was when Lewis Dunk had that header that he missed. But otherwise, Zouma and Christensen were both brilliant. Christensen especially, so many moments of brilliant positioning, great passing. Zouma as well, strong, good in the air, good defending. I was very, very happy with that. Reece James, brilliant goal. Better first half, better second half. First half kind of caught in nowhere too many times, in my opinion, not helping us take enough control of the game with, you know, providing the stability down the flanks. And Alonso, to be honest, every time I watch him, I'm surprised with how bad Marcos Alonso is. He's so bad. He's so slow. He can't pass. He doesn't have a right foot. Honestly, the guy gives me nightmares. The guy genuinely gives me nightmares. Kante, good moments defensively, bad moments offensively in the first half. Second half, he was better. Second half, I thought was a good performance from N'Golo Kante. Genuinely some incredible tackles and incredible defensive moments. Jorginho today, I thought was good. I thought was really good, actually. Brilliant pass for Werner to get the penalty in the end. Took the penalty expertly. Got the assist for Reece James as well. Wasn't a great pass. Was what, 5 to 10 yard pass, squared pass in the middle of midfield before Reece James hits an absolute screamer. But it's an assist nonetheless. And I thought you had a good performance. Was commanding the press, and our press was at times good when we did it. Didn't do it enough for my liking, but when we did it, Jorginho was commanding it. Won the ball back plenty of times. Secure passing for the most part. I was very happy with Jorginho. Very, very happy today. Very, very happy with today, in all honesty. Ruben Loftus-Cheek had a mare. I really, really hope he finds his form eventually because we need him. I love him so much. You guys know he's my favourite player at the club. And I think there's so much in him. There's so much potential still in the guy. He just needs to find it. He didn't play football for 13 months. It takes more than a few games after lockdowns, 90% of them as a substitution appearance for like 10 to 15 minutes, and then pre-season again and not playing, and you know, now back to football again. It will take a little bit of time, but eventually he will be there. Mason Mount, his pressing was incredible. His work rate was incredible. On the ball moments, some decent, a lot of them not quite good enough. And Havertz struggled today. But then again, he's only been here for a week. It will take him a little bit of time, in my opinion. He shouldn't be playing out wide anyway. He should be playing down the middle. Don't really know why that's a thing. He's not as strong, and we kind of use the proper number 10 as a target man for the long balls, which is why Havertz didn't play right down the middle. But we need to find another solution to that problem, Frank. I don't want Kai on the right, because especially first half we were quite defensive for a lot of the time, especially because we didn't have that much of the ball. You know, Brighton first half 59% of the ball. We only had 41% of the ball, guys. Think about that. So both our wingers in Mount and Havertz were quite deep, quite defensive a lot of the time, meaning they couldn't really use their, you know, forward ability all that much. He had some good moments, Kai, but still not great. Lost the ball a couple too many times, especially in the second half before he came off, looked shattered. But went on a great run after he lost the ball to recover it inside our own box, so that was good. Give the guy time. You know, let's not be too harsh. It doesn't matter how much money he costs. In a week, no one's going to be bloody brilliant. And he's still 21 years of age. So let's not be too harsh. The guy will come good. Absolutely. Trust me. And then we come to Timo Werner. What a debut that is. I know he didn't get on the score sheet. If it wasn't for Ruben and it wasn't for Barkley messing up those two passes, I guarantee you he scores. He does not miss those. He doesn't miss those. He won us the penalty. He had a good strike just before half-time at the near post. Cheeky little effort. And the pace he has is outstanding. The movement he has is brilliant. His passing is good. Honestly, he took him one game to be annoyed at other players. That's how good he was. Honestly, bloody happy. Bloody happy. I'm so bloody happy with Timo Werner. Brilliant performance from him. Brilliant performance from the guys that came on. Barkley, good for a few minutes, then bad and a load of nothingness. Hudson-Odoi, I don't understand why he didn't start genuinely. Like, why would Frank start with 3 number 10s basically behind the striker? Why not play at least one winger? It wasn't to be, but I hope something... I don't know what's wrong there. I genuinely don't understand. And I hope Pulisic is back soon. We hope CF is back soon. You know, Liverpool next week. If we play like this against Liverpool, we'll struggle more. Even though Liverpool had a tough game against Leeds, Leeds were a good team. It wasn't like Liverpool were just bad. So we need to improve a little bit, but we have another week's training. Hopefully, Pulisic will be fit. Hopefully, Thiago Silva can be involved. Hopefully, Ben Chilwell probably not. CF probably not. But you never know, possibly. So that would be great. And we need to be better. But, you know, at the end of the day, I'm still bloody happy. I'm still bloody happy. And guys, there's over 900 of you watching. Genuinely, really appreciate that. But still, we only have 244 likes. Every single one of you, go down below right now and smash that like button. You'd help us out a lot. I'd appreciate it, make me happy. If you're happy about the Chelsea win, go down below and smash the like button. It just helps us put these videos out to more and more people if you press the like button. And just bloody do that. Why not, guys? Why not? Just smash that like button. Doesn't cost you any money, barely cost you any time. And of course, if you're not already, make sure you subscribe to Blues Fans TV as well. That'd be great. We're still on the long road to 200,000 subscribers. But let me get to some comments. Juka said, never put Ruben Loftus-Cheek and Mount over Kovacic. Completely different formation. Kovacic wouldn't play in any of the positions where Ruben and Mount played today. We wouldn't put either of them above Kova in the position that Jorginho played today. We wouldn't. We absolutely wouldn't. But in an attacking 8, in a 10, in a wide midfielder role, you wouldn't play Kovacic there. It just isn't like that. How's Havertz worth $50 million more than Werner? Werner is 10 times better. Werner has been training with the club since July. Havertz has been here for a week. So can we just get that straight, people? And can you use your brains, please? Timo Werner didn't play Champions League with RB Leipzig and joined us in July. He literally joined Chelsea in July and started training. Maybe it was late July. But still, he even trained while the last Premier League season was still going on. You know what I mean? The guys had much more time. Even played the friendly against Brighton 2 weeks ago with us. Havertz only joined a week ago, guys. And half of the team was on international duty when he joined. Do you know what I mean? Ruben Loftus-Cheek trash. Oh, get in the bin, people. You lot are so reactionary. The guy was out for 13 months. And since then, hasn't played a full 90 minutes. Relax, people. Bloody relax. Havertz is poor now. Havertz was poor today. Very big difference. One Declan Rice and Mondi, please. I'm not sure whether Declan Rice would have changed anything today, but Mondi, yes. Havertz is lazy. You can't fix lazy. Werner was great. Havertz wasn't lazy. Havertz looks lazy. And did you see his run to make up for his own mistake in our own box? If that's lazy, I don't know what is. If I joined a new club at 13 and was there for a week, I'd still be the same level. Huh? You're not 13 though, are you? Looking forward to sending Agent Alonso and Agent Barkley to Arsenal next season. Cheers for another 10 Australian dollar donation, Pablo. That'd be quite good. Actually, no. I've had enough of sending players to Arsenal. It just annoys me. No, Ruben isn't trash and you can stop saying that now. It pisses me off. Red card. Who got a red card? I don't know what you're about. Kepa poor. I agree. been putting a timeout down. Why you're spamming Ruben Loftus-Cheek trash? That's annoying. Havertz is class. Give him time. I agree. Yes. People say Kepa did poor, but he made one mistake. Yeah. No, you're right. Kepa actually had a decent game out of the one mistake. But if you're a goalkeeper and that one mistake cost you a goal and it's a bad mistake, you're going to be slated for it. And rightly so, it was a bad mistake. It's as simple as that. Even if you made another good save in the first half and, you know, his distribution today was good and better than it has been in other times, please loan Loftus-Cheek, need space for Pulisic, Kovacic. We have plenty of space. The reason that Ruben played today is because none of these players were available today. Pulisic still not fit. Ziyech injured and Kovacic was suspended, so I don't know what you're waffling, guys. How was Kepa poor? Bad mistake for the goal. It's as simple as that. I missed Odoi this match. Yeah, we all did, but then he came on and didn't do much. Kai only had 4 days of training, according to Lamps. Give him time. Of course, yeah, exactly. Havertz on the middle, need Pulisic and Cho on the wings. Well, we need Pulisic and Ziyech on the wings, realistically. Havertz is slow for the PL. Havertz isn't slow at all. Havertz is lightning quick. How good was Kai? He wasn't good. But still, Loftus on loan, no, Liverpool, you will see, we'll see. Come on, you Reece James. Oh yes, come on, you Reece James. Did I even mention him? Forget him. Struggled a bit in the first half, but good in the second half, and what a goal. I can't appreciate that goal enough. It was a genuine, absolute screamer, honestly. Bloody brilliant. Bloody brilliant. But let me just answer one more of you guys' questions that you guys have put into the chat. Another $5 donation. Pablo... donation. When is your OnlyFans coming, mate? Well, as soon as you pay me like a lot of money. As soon as you pay me a lot of money. Don't forget Captain America yet to come and Ziyech to smack those crosses. Yes, exactly. That's what I'm looking forward to a lot. How about all the other overpriced stars always get exposed when it comes to the Premiership? No. Guys, you just waffle. I'll let you waffle. We need a backup winger, not the makeshift ones. We have 3 wingers. Pulisic, Ziyech, who's only a half-real winger, and Hudson-Odoi. I also thought we'd need another winger, I don't know, someone like Benrahma or something, but it doesn't seem like it's going to happen. Frank Lampard is clearly happy to play the likes of Kai Havertz, Ruben Loftus-Cheek and Mason Mount especially out on the wing, and that's what we're going to do today. That's just what we're going to have to do for the time being. Give Kepa time. The defense has always been issue, but it was a lot better today. No. We can't give Kepa time and blame the defense for that goal today. Yeah, man should have closed the guy down, should have closed Trossard down, but you can't excuse that mistake. It's a mistake. Lineup wasn't good. To some extent, yes, but then if Pulisic isn't fit and Kovacic is injured, suspended, and Ziyech is injured, what can you really do? Ruben is terrible. No, Ruben was terrible. Can you please relax? 5 starting players missing with... We should not worry. Of course we shouldn't worry. And also, like, there's so many new players. We barely had pre-season. Give it like 3 weeks, a month, we'll be better. Give it 2 months, 3 months, we'll be much better. That's just what it's going to be. If we're playing 4-2-3-1, we need Werner, Pulisic, Havertz, Hudson-Odoi. Anything else is wrong. Well, no. If we have 4-2-3-1, we need Werner, Pulisic, Havertz, and Ziyech. And that's backup Hudson-Odoi. Kante was good. Yeah, he was good. I thought Jorginho was very good. Get in Edouard Mendy now. I agree. Get him in now. But guys, I think I'm going to leave it here. I think I'm going to leave it here. Lampard is a poor manager tactically. Well, it's easy to say that, isn't it? It's easy to say that for everyone. But at the end of the day, we got a W. So let's leave it at that. Chilwell, Reece James versus Robertson, Alexander. I don't think Chilwell will be fit next week, but we'll have to wait and see. I would be very disappointed if Lampard starts Loftus again. Well, it depends on how Ruben Loftus-Cheek plays. Do you know what I mean? You guys need to relax. But yeah, I'm going to leave it here. Thank you guys for watching. I really do appreciate every single one of you that has tuned in. Honestly, I really do. It means a lot. But yeah, I hope you guys had a good time. I want all of you guys to subscribe if you haven't already. Drop a like if you enjoyed this video. If you're watching it as a video later on, make sure you drop a like. If you're still watching it live and you haven't yet, make sure you drop that like. And if you're watching as a video as well, make sure you leave your thoughts down in the comment section down below. That'd be massively appreciated, because I want to know what you guys thought of the game. It's very important. So let us know. Let me know. That'd be great. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Up the Chelsea, and I'll see you when I see you.